Let's get this all unmuted. There, you should be able to hear and see the game. Hello, is that Avak? Hello, Avak. Yes, I saw Avak. And hello, the world's address. Welcome. Many, many people here today. That's really good. All my favourite people. Right. I'm going to go for the campaign because Avak said that that was the best thing to do. Campaign. And... oh, is Zangiri asking if there's... ah, sandbox. Yes. I'm going to play the campaign though, because it'll probably keep me a bit more on rails and give me a bit of a tutorial with a bit of luck. Although, apparently, when I played Project Hospital last week, playing the campaign was actually completely the wrong thing to do. Because Shen was mentioning that apparently he'd been told not to play any of the campaign or tutorials and only play sandbox mode because it's the only bit of the game that works. So that would be why that all went a bit weird. But never mind. Anyway, so yes, we're going to start this now. Let's see how I do. So we are level 1. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Use H to jump back to your colony ship. H for home. That makes sense. Apparently that works in Megaquarium too. Oh, I like the spacey style music. That's very good. So, by the middle of the 21st century, significant advances had been made in the fields of robotics and artificial intelligence. Scientists had begun developing self-aware printable robots capable of simulating human needs for sustenance and shelter. Faced with an indefinite future of servitude, one group of robots hatched a plan to create new life for themselves. That doesn't sound very robot-y. Realising there would be no place on Earth they could enjoy freedom without persecution, they looked to the heavens. They commandeered the nearest rocket ship and flew out into the darkness of the solar system in search of a new home, where they would be free to fulfil their dream. To be human. That's like Pinocchio, isn't it? I'm a real boy! Hello, Aika, thank you very much for the sub, world's address, thank you very much for the Prime subscription and the host. You beautiful, beautiful people. You're a sucker for hot chocolate. I know, hot chocolates are good. Ah, Nick is here! Yay, it's Friday. I'm trying really, really hard to actually keep to my Friday. I know last week was a Sunday, okay, but I was only just back from TwitchCon, so keep to my Fridays and then we'll see if I can manage to keep that stable and keep my YouTube channel going. We'll see if we can add an extra one in eventually, but we'll stick to the Fridays for now. And Zangiri has just resubscribed for the 7th month in a row. That is amazing. And has given me a little hot chocolate emote there. Lovely. Only special people have hot chocolate emotes. Okay, so yeah, we've read all of that, so let's begin. So here's my little space rocket, and they have landed on a brand new planet. And there's my little robot. Oh, aren't you so cute? So, at last, terra firma. We have finally reached a habitable planet and we can set our wheels to the ground. Oh, they have little wheels. They don't have legs or anything. Because, you know, having legs is no good on rough terrain. Wheels are much better. Actually, I think legs are better for rough terrain. You are Dronebot She-Lab and are in charge. I'm glad they knew a name. These are clever robots and are in charge of colony operations. This looks like a good island to test our anthrobotic systems. Okay. While your crew are unloading your few starting resources, here are some basics. Yeah, Mick, they are extremely cute. Are you on about the robots or the ferrets? All of them are cute. Doesn't really matter, does it? One axle of wheels, so pretty good gyroscopes on those little guys. They have gyroscopes. Let's zoom in on one and see. Stackbot Delana and Stackbot Wilbur. Oh yes, no, they've got two wheels, one axle, but two. Yeah. So they have to like gyroscope to keep upright and not just fall flat on their faces. I see what you mean. The ferrets have a little toy that like falls over on its face and comes back up again. I imagine that's kind of a similar-ish thing. I don't know, maybe not. That's just a counterweight, isn't it? This is a gyroscope. I'm talking rubbish. 5 ferrets now. Yes, there are 5 ferrets. There are 5 ferrets. So I'm supposed to be rotating using Q&E. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we now have Athena and Ares. And Ares is huge. Okay, so right click and drag. Mouse wheel to zoom. Middle button to hold and tilt. Everyone's feeling sick now. Okay, you have a few resources to get your colony up and running. You can see how many of each resource you currently have in the storage on the bottom left of the screen. Okay, microphone has to be slightly moved to see that. Okay, there we go. Click the flashing logs icon to open the resource info panel. Resource info panel. Okay. Colony ship is zuzzing. Got a few different little things here. Okay, so the resource panel tells you how many logs you currently have stored and how much that number has changed over the last day or week. Oh, cool. So the production, the demand. Oh, so it's going to be really easy to see whether, like, I'm making enough and stuff. Because sometimes that can be a bit of an annoyance if you can't see that and you're like, well, I don't... You have to kind of gauge it. Oh, I need a bit more, I need a bit less. But this will tell me exactly, so that's quite nice. I'll probably forget that this menu exists. So you currently have 16 logs stored on your colony ship. Cool. This section tells you how many logs you're producing and how many are on demand. This is a good panel to check whether you're producing enough of a resource. Logs are an important construction material and your colony ship has a basic replicator which slowly produces logs to ensure you never completely run out. Oh, cool. So we're always doing logs. Very, very nice. Oh, Mick, thank you very much. As you have gifted a sub to Vizier of Truth. Lovely. Thank you very much. You are such kind people in this community. Where was I? I should finish reading stuff before I read out notifications, and then I wouldn't lose my place, but never mind. Anyway, logs are an important construction material. Your colony ship has a basic replicator which slowly produces logs. You're going to need a lot more logs, so let's build a lumberjack hut. First, close the resource panel by right-clicking anywhere inside the panel. Or something. But I did it too quickly. Oh well, we'll just have to go with the right-click then. So now click the build icon on the bottom right of the screen. The unspeakable! Thank you very much. I hope you don't mind me saying your name like that, actually. It just sounds like it should sound like that. Has resubscribed for the 5th month in a row. 5 months for 5 ferrets. Good evening, how are you enjoying your new roommates? They are very cute. Athena started off being a little bit nibbly with me, but I licked her nose. You know that is my method of training ferrets not to bite. Hasn't bit me since. Works perfectly. And then Ares, he tried to bite my toes, and I scruffed him. And he ran away and he looked terrified. So I don't know how many people have ever scruffed him before. I imagine that scruffing for him is probably much worse than the girls because he weighs about 3 times as much. But gave him a scruff, hasn't bit my toes since. So they are being very well behaved, apart from pooping in the wrong places. And someone is digging the litter tray out and making me hoover it up all the time. Other than that, we're good. Shut up, Avak. You do it too. You learned off me that it's a really good way to stop them biting, so it does work very well. Just don't do it if you've got a cold or anything you could give to them. I've not died yet from it, so it's alright. You don't tame an Avak, he's a wild dragon. Anyway, click the fashion build icon on the right of the screen. In this construction panel, the arrows tell you which resources the building produces and the resources required to do so. It also shows you the construction materials and how long construction will take. So, you need trees to make logs and energy to make logs. Okay. Logs are chopped by the lumberjack hut and they probably make, oh yeah, from trees. Okay, next. You're in build mode, so place the lumberjack hut exactly where we tell you because it's tutorial time and you have to do what we say. Okay, cool. Good, your lumberjack hut needs logs for it to be constructed though, which is really why it's a very good thing that you get logs from the spaceship, because otherwise you could completely mess yourself up. You can see there's an outstanding demand for logs by the icon on the building and the red icons in the bottom left of the screen. Click on the flashing logs on the lumberjack hut building. Okay. This panel tells you the construction process and how many resources are needed. The red circle on the logs icon means that this lumberjack hut immediately needs the logs for construction of the building. Okay, that's fine. You have some logs at the colony ship, but there's no route to your lumberjack hut yet, as indicated by the yellow alert icon. Alert! Building has no path road to network or path is too long. Oh, no path to road network, sorry, or the path is too long. Select the roads build mode in the bottom right of the screen. Roads. Build. Road. Road. Okay, it wants me to build a road. Click on the blue road post outside the colony ship, and then click on the next highlighted tile. So this one here. Got it. Roads can be between 4 and 6 tiles long. Build another road to connect to your lumberjack. Road to road. Great. Each road has a carry bot who moves resources between the posts at either end of the road depending on where the road needs to go. Okay. Oh, it looks like they can go between there and there though. That's fine. Your carry bots can now transport the logs along the road to the road post outside the lumberjack hut. The stack bot for the lumberjack hut will then pick up the resources and the build bot will be able to construct the building. Let's watch. Yes, let's watch. Oh, it's done already! Hurrah! Hello, Mrs. Bats. How you doing? Okay, the lumber bot has arrived and is headed off to work. You may have noticed another resource was delivered to the lumberjack hut. Click on your new lumberjack hut building to find out more. Energy. It's energy. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, energy is en route. Okay, energy is happening. The production panel of a building tells you that the need status and current output of a building. Some bots, such as lumber bots, need extra power to carry out their job. Oh, so the little robot needs the power. I see. So we put some power things there and he goes and gets it. And he's tiny compared to this big bot over here. This extra power is provided by the energy resource. The panel tells you that the lumber bot needs a level 1 energy resource per day to keep working. I see. Okay. The colony ship generates a small amount of energy to get you started, but your colony will soon require lots more. You can generate additional energy at residences, so let's build your first residence. Okay. Oh, you're not getting ready for work today, Mrs. Betts. That's good. I assume that means you don't have to go to work, not that you're just like randomly not getting ready and you're going to be in a rush later. Okay. Build. So we've got build worky places and housey places and roady places. Okay, so the panel tells you how much energy this residence can generate, which resources are needed to do so. The level 1 residence turns 1 water and 1 food resource into 1 energy. Alright. Apparently we have to put it there. So can we rotate it? Apparently we can flip it as well. Oh no, can't do that right now. Okay. I will just rotate it then. Don't go too fast for the tutorial, She-Lab. It said one time when I was loading it up to see if it would load. It was like, you can flip with F. And I was like, ooh, interesting. Build a road. Okay. Oh, so I need to go to there, but because it's on the way, then it counts. Okay, cool. You can increase and decrease the game speed in the top right or using hotkeys. I will always use the buttons because I never remember the hotkeys. Zangiri used 101 bits. Thank you very much. Muxy 100, Muxy 1, just because. 101 bits just because. What's Muxy? It's either a dragon or a 9-tailed fox, but I can't quite see because I don't have my glasses on. Avak's gonna be like, why don't you have your glasses on? You told me you would wear your glasses more. I'm like, sorry. Okay, so you can increase and decrease the game speed in the top right using the hotkeys. Change the game speed using the buttons. Yay, 2 times, 4 times, 1 times. Z and X. Z and X. Pause and unpause using space. I actually am a big lover of using space to pause games. And that's because one of the first games I ever played was Neverwinter Nights, and that does use a space bar mechanic to pause combat. So to me, that's just natural. There you go. History of Sheilab. Anyone that's watched me for a while will know that that was one of the first major games I ever played. The residence is finished, but as the icons above the building show, the house spot doesn't have the required resources to yet begin production of energy. Oh. So you don't have any water and you don't have any food. No! To produce energy, first resource a resident needs is water. Build a well at the highlighted tile. Oh, so now we've got even more different things. Okay. A well. Build me a well. Where's the highlighted tile? Which one? Which one is highlighted? Over here. Alright then. I'm not entirely sure why we need to build it there. Buildings also don't need to be placed directly on roads. They can be connected to a road by a path. Paths are secondary routes that allow building stackbot to reach a road post. This allows you to be more flexible with your building and road placement. Select path in building mode. Path. In building mode. Oh, okay. I really hope... I should read things before I do things because it gets rid of the window. I'm not used to that. Okay, excellent. Your well will soon be built and water will be supplied to the residents. Because the well and the residents are connected by a path, the stackbot can deliver the water directly. Oh, so it just goes straight down the path, look. It's not even using the road. It's going straight from there to there. Okay, cool. This means the water resource will not impact your road network. Ah, so yeah, it doesn't... Okay, and can help reduce traffic on your road when your colony grows and gets busier. So if I just have things connected by paths, then they don't affect the roads. And they don't clog up the roads. That could be useful. Okay. The other resident need was food, which means fish or meat. We're near the shore and have several jumping fish tiles. There we are, some jumping fish, which can be farmed by a fishing hut. Let's make a fishing hut then. I can use, oh, here we are. F to flip a building's orientation. Use F to flip and R to rotate. There we are. And then I can get things to go where I need them to go. Wonderful. And then use a path to connect. Okay. To path. Oh, okay. It's telling me I have to connect the path that way. That's fine. So the fish will go along the road, but the water doesn't have to. And it's bringing some logs along to construct my fishing pier. Wonderful. Oh, this is very good. So once that's done, so oh yeah, I can increase the speed a bit so that they can build that nice and fast for me. Okay, so the fisher bot is now heading off to fish, and we'll soon have some fish for your residents. In fact, maybe I can go at double speed for that. You have some stone deposit just outside your territory on the other side of the island. Click on it now. Over here. Hello, stone deposit. Stone is used to build more advanced buildings. You can mine the stone deposit with the surface mine, but only once the deposit is inside your territory. Oh no, we've got to expand the territory now. First, you need to build a watchtower near the stone deposit to expand your borders. You can choose where to build the watchtower yourself, but you'll need to place it near the border so you can access the stone deposit. Okay. Watchtower. That one then. I can build it wherever I want, and then I'm gonna have to like get a road to it or something. So now I need to connect my watchtower to the network with roads and paths. You can quickly select different build modes by using hotkeys 1 to 9, which will not be happening because that's the sort of thing I'm gonna forget how to do. I should know what I'm like. Okay, so if I build the road like up to there, I guess I'll probably do the rest with the path. I'll do. Looks good. Looks good to me. The little bot will just go back and forward and just make that watchtower for me. So if I just speed that up a little bit more. 4 times speed. Hello, Pumpkin Days. How are you? Welcome to the stream of the Colonists. So watchtowers take a little longer to build. While your watchtower is being built, let's construct a forestry to plant some more trees. Oh, that sounds like a fantastic idea because some of these trees are going missing now. What would that be under? Build. Hang on, we've got a new... Oh, remove. Okay. I guess we are going to need that. So forest, we've got residence, well... Forestry. Wonderful. And can I put that wherever I want again? That would be nice. Maybe if I have it like there. Do that there. And then I could build like, I could expand the road out a bit. And to there, I suppose. And then I could just have a little path going from there to there. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Alright. So, we're still on 2 times speed. We should be on 4 times speed. How's the watchtower going? Oh, lovely. Oh, I can control where Treebot plants their trees. Follow the yellow alert icons on the forestry building and allocate some tiles for planting. Okay. Set the area in which the Treebot can plant trees. Click or click and drag to set tiles. Shift click to unset it. Oh, look. Yeah. Maybe like there or something, I guess. That'll do me. Well done. This means you won't run out of trees for lumber bots to create logs out of. Great. Your territory has expanded. Now includes the stone deposit. So go ahead and build a surface mine to mine the stone deposit and start producing stone. I am kind of wondering whether I maybe needed to expand the road a bit, actually, so that I can then get the stone mine. No, hang on. I probably just need... I could probably just go over it, right? Yeah, it looks like it. So if we just put the road up to there and we can just get a sort of stone mine going around here. So, surface mine. I don't know if it matters where it goes. Just have to be quite close. I'll put it there and we'll see. So it's saying, I can't build it. Oh, okay, it just needs to be connected up. Half. Boom. Okay, you doing your thing? Yeah, mine is being built. Lovely stuff. Oh, Pumpkin Days, you may have been muted then when I said hello. Hello! Gwyneth's surface mine. Watchtower, Jorgan's lumberjack hut, and Venice's residence. Oh, so they all belong to people, or to the robots, I suppose. They're not really. I don't know. Is a robot a people? I call everything a people. I even call the fish in my Megaquarium people. So I have a very loose definition of people. Okay, so nice work. Your miner bot will now head off and begin harvesting stone. You may have noticed that the surface mine also requires energy L1 to function. Click on the energy L1 panel in the bottom left to check the colony's energy L1 demands. So at the moment, we are producing 100% and demanding 67%. So I figure that means that we are making a surplus. Okay, so the demand is now greater than the supply. That's not what it's saying. Oh well, okay. We'll just believe it, shall we? The demand is now greater than the supply of energy, L1. This means eventually... It's not showing that, is it? Am I getting something wrong here? But it's like saying... Oh, hang on. The current demand could be up to 3 per day. It isn't always. It seems to kind of balance out at the moment. In the last week, production has been 0.3 per day. And the current demand has been... Oh, it's current, isn't it? Again, potential. Okay, so I guess we kind of want to try and make sure that the potential maximum use is being produced. I suppose. That makes sense. Okay. So the demand is now greater than the supply of energy L1. That means eventually the lumberjack hut, the surface mine won't be able to work at 100% efficiency. Build 2 more residences to increase the supply of energy L1, which will probably bring us up to the 3 that we need instead of the 1 that we have at the moment. You can control select building to duplicate it. Well, that sounds great. Fabulous. Fabulous. Put these like right next door. Doesn't that sound great? I probably need to just expand that road out a little tiny weeny bit, though. Okay. 3.3 per day. Lovely. Fantastic. You now have the capacity to produce more energy L1, but more residences mean more housebot needs. So demand for water and food has also increased. No! Build another fishing hut on the coast to increase your food production. Okay. We've got some more jumping fish like over here, I guess. So let's do that. Might need another well as well. Fishing hut. That looks like it would work nicely, and we'll grab a little pathway up to the road as well. Pathway to the road. Double wonderful. Kathy's Forestry. I love that they all have little names, it's so cute. Excellent, you have a functioning colony and your skills are looking promising. When you're ready, it's time to move on to somewhere with a bit more space. Okay. Next mission.